Okay, we are going to read one of my favorite books today. It's so silly. It's so fun. It's called The Napping House. And in this house, there's a little boy and his grandma. And they're taking a nap.
They fall asleep.
They're asleep. But some really silly things are going to happen to them. Now, my author is Audrey Wood, so she did the words. And my illustrator is Don Wood. He did the pictures. And here's what they look like.
In the back.
That's Audrey and Don Wood, who wrote this very silly story called The Napping House. And I'm going to slide this off.
I had that in my
Oh, I forgot to see who was going to hold Ellie. Pepsi. Catch. Okay. The Napping House. There is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. And in that house, there is a bed, a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that granny, there is a child, a dreaming child on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that child, there is a dog, a dozing dog on a dreaming child on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that dog, there is a cat, a snoozing cat on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that cat, there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog. He's so small, it's very hard to see.
I don't see.
Hang on, I'll come around so you can see. He's very tiny.
I can see.
So the slumbering mouse, on the snoozing cat, on the dozing dog,
I can see.
on the dreaming child, on the snoring granny, on the cozy bed, in the napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that mouse, there is a flea. And now you won't be able to see it because it is so tiny. A flea is a little teeny tiny bug that likes to bite animals especially.
I don't see.
There is a wakeful flea on a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. But that wakeful flea bites the mouse, and there jumped the mouse.
Why?
Because the flea bit him, so he jumped up, and that scared the cat.
The mouse.
The mouse jumping up scared the cat, and the cat clawed the dog.
I scared the dog.
Ouch, yep. And the dog thumped the child, who bumps the granny. Yeah, she's awake. Who breaks the bed.
Who?
The granny broke the bed in a napping house where now nobody
And
is
there's a
sleeping.
rainbow.
There is a rainbow.
How?
Is anybody asleep anymore? No, they all got woken up. The end. What? How did they get woken up? What happened?
Because the cat scratched them all up.
The cat did scratch him, but who woke up the cat?
The dog.
Not quite the dog. The mouse. Who woke up the mouse? That little teeny tiny flea. Yep, that
Yeah.
teeny tiny flea started it and ended up waking everybody up and breaking the bed. Silly, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the granny. Why do you have that white thing?
Because just to protect my face. So when you're sleeping, if you go spend the night at your grandma's house, do you sleep on top of her?
No.
No, that was kind of silly, wasn't it?
I sleep in top of her hand.
Does your dog sleep on top of you?
No.
Let me tell you something about my little dog, Minnie. She likes to sleep on my pillow right by my head.
Why?
I don't know why. It makes it hard for me to turn over in the middle of the night because she's right there by my head. Silly. All right.